What's going on, guys? Robert Welkner here of CoinOpTV. I'm playing Ace Combat Assault Horizon on the Xbox 360. It's brand new from Namco Bandai. Guys, this video isn't really meant to be a full-on review. I'm just going to kind of play some gameplay, do some commentary, kind of show off the game a little bit, see if I could do some damage in the air. If you guys want to see the full review, go to the website CoinOpTV. So with that, let's see what happens.
Roger that. Warwolf flight. Head back and protect the base.
Roger that.
Alright, destroy targets, mission. That's kind of the agenda for...
Warwolf 1, we need you to wipe out bandits in base airspace immediately. All defenses are offline. Hang on. We're coming.
Alright, so I've just had a few dogfights in the game, couple of cutscenes. Alright, here's an example of some of the new combat, is this close quarter stuff in this game. It's going to be kind of hard to talk and play, but here I am, I sort of zoomed in a bit, I'm hustling on this guy's ass, shooting him with my machine gun, blast it away. So that's something new. So that's something new that kind of added to this feature, is this close-up combat. When you get close to a plane, you hit the right and left bumpers, and then this sort of intense dogfight thing kind of really commences. I think I may. Yes, well, I've got I'm playing on like the easy mode, so I can't crash into the earth there. Sorry if I made you guys sick. Let me see. Let me go through some of the visuals while I'm going through the dogfight. I've got sort of the POV mode here. I can press down on the right thumbstick and give you a third-person view. Alright, missiles on me. Let me get out of the way of the missiles. I'm right in the middle of a dogfight, so things are kind of intense here, guys. I can use the thumbstick to view around my plane. You know, I kind of like flying in this view here. You get 3 views. You press the thumbstick down and the camera goes inside the cockpit. Let's see if I can take this guy out here. So I'm accelerating. Alright, I've accelerated enough to get on him. Now I've got to just kind of keep... take him out. I have a confirmed kill. I think I took him out. So the gag is you try and, like, you know, fly up behind these guys, accelerate, stay with them, and then when you get close enough, you hit the right and left bumpers there to go into that dogfight mode. What do they call it? The Close Range Assault System is the official name. Close Range Assault System. You can see on the radar on the lower left all my buddies hovering around. You know, I don't think the buddies will like take out the bad guys. It seems like they just kind of float around, and it's kind of up to me to get them. Alright, here we go. Let's get this last guy. Sorry if I'm making you all sick playing this, but...
Bandit acquired.
So once I go into the dogfight mode, though, I feel like it's easier to... It's easier for me to take... It's easier for me to take him out once I'm like in this POV mode or the cockpit. But I like to fly in this mode here. For some reason that
I have a lot.
Makes it easier. Oh, another bandit.
I'm out of one. Eat this, red bait. Gotcha.
To keep up the air from recruitment, turn this sharp. Alright. Alright, so this guy is probably going to be a little tougher. Oh, he's the target lead. The leads are usually more difficult, so you can see how evasive he's doing. So if I can keep him in my
Target down.
in my target, it's a little easier to use the missiles.
All bandits in base airspace destroyed. Thank you, Colonel.
Forward, what's your status?
Just finishing up over here, Curly. What's up?
We have more bandits inbound. We could use more help.
Understood.
Red Moon flight.
There you go, mission update. Destroy targets. I think that's every update.
Ground units coming.
I was kind of hoping to get like a little cutscene or something. So something that kind of breaks up the action is there'll be a little.
I cannot contact the defenders at the oil field.
Roger that.
There'll be little cutscenes here and there that are kind of well done. Okay. Missile alert means somebody's targeting me, so it means you got to sort of break a bit, be a little more evasive. Must be up above me. Like I said, guys, I'm not a great flying. I don't even like to fly. I'm afraid of heights. Playing this game though hasn't been too crazy. I haven't really gotten dizzy. The perspective of the camera is pretty smooth. Oh, he's down here. I lost him. Alright, so get this guy. It's a little. So once you get in this mode, it's pretty intense with the speed and the camera and everything just going nuts.
At the oil field. Roger that, Gus.
Roger that.
That wasn't too bad. So, see, I wish by now, like, my homies were, like, taking out the rest of the guys, but kind of all falls on my shoulders. Ooh, this guy's a little fast here. Somebody hot on my tail. Let me do some flares there. If you press the left down stick down, shoot out some flares, and that'll help disengage their rockets, their missiles. So, you know, if somebody stopped me in an elevator and asked me about this game, I would pretty much say, like, you know, it's not really a flight simulator. Ah, let's go over here. Oh, I'm being locked on. It's more of like an arcade flyer shooter. Kind of reminds me a lot of Afterburner from old school arcade days. So now once I start talking, it's like hard to concentrate on the actual action of the game. Alright, we got a dude over here.
I'm on his tail.
So yeah, you don't really use a flight stick. You actually use the Xbox controller or PlayStation. I think this is on the PlayStation. So it's not really like.
Allied defenses operating at the oil field. Large destruction to oil facilities.
Shit.
I have that bandit at 2 o'clock.
I got some damage from that. So if I haven't crashed, I've smashed directly into the earth. I think on the non-easy mode, it'll let you crash into the earth. Let's go for this guy. Evaded me. So yeah, I guess the thing I'd say to people is like, hey, if you've seen Top Gun, or you know, you're like, oh my god, I love Top Gun, it's my favorite movie, or I'm like a military nut, then you know this game is all for you. Something else that's kind of interesting is if you're like into Star Wars, like the original Star Wars, with like, you know, when they're doing sort of the air-to-air combat mission. Well, it's not really a mission, but when they're escaping the Death Star and Luke and Han are blasting away at guys, fighting some aerial combat. This game kind of reminds me of some of that. So you could be like, hey, I just saw Top Gun and Star Wars. I want to get in the cockpit, fly around, and shoot at dudes. You get that. Something that breaks things up, I was saying is before, there's like cutscenes where you talk to, like, you know, your bosses or some of your flight mates. Oh man. Get back in this mode. As you guys can see, it's harder for me to fly in cockpit mode. There's something about being able to see my plane, that kind of helps a little bit flying around. Alright, here we go. Let's go for this guy here. So they go, you know, much like in Top Gun, they evade by going like straight down near the city there, and you kind of freak out a bit because you're near land. There's also some stuff where you're like on a helicopter and you're kind of doing some on rails shooting at things going on the ground, and you know, visually that looks kind of neat and kind of breaks things up. So you get kind of like three options. It's like 90% of the game is this, flying around. Alright, let me just throw this on myself. So 90% of the game is flying around in the cockpit, going nuts, taking out bad guys, bandits. It's set in the future, so it's a little ambiguous as far as, like, you know, this whole war you're fighting and everything. So, you know, it's not, you know, it's not really like World War II or something like that. Let me see. The guy who wrote the story is New York Times best-selling author Jim DeFelice. I haven't read any of his books, but I'm sure he's an amazing writer. Anyway, let me stop rolling this because I can fly around forever. It goes on and on. You know, if you guys want to fly, you want to get in the air, you want to take things out. As you can see, the graphics are pretty insane. The mechanics are pretty fluid. You know, I don't know really how this ranks on the Ace Combat chart of awesomeness because I haven't really played a lot of these in the past. But you know, it's definitely a good time. However, you know, just know going in that you're flying around. You're looking at this, the sky and the ground, and bad guys most of the time. So, you know. So there it is, guys. Go to CoinOpTV for the rest of the full review or more reviews, interviews with game developers, things like that. Thanks for listening for CoinOpTV. If you guys like this video, hit like, favorite, subscribe, comment. Let me know what you think, if you got the game, if you're checking it out or not. Alright, see ya.